Now we're gonna talk about gamification. Uh, what are you doing in gamification, and how did you know about it?
Yes, I work for Gamification Plus. I'm a trainer, speaker, and consultant on gamification. I found out about gamification when I was doing my postgraduate business degree in Brighton. So there I met Pete Jenkins. He was my teacher on gamification for business. There I started working for Pete, and here I am in Rome running a workshop with Lego.
What do you like most about gamification?
What I like most about gamification, it's fun. It's a fun way to work. I think all the projects we are doing, usually the fun. It's fun to design it. I like having ideas on gamification. So when there's a new project, I really like the part of ideation. Talk about it. What can we do? What's the game gonna be? It's very creative. I think gamification is very creative. That's why a lot of people doing gamification come from creative backgrounds, and creative people are very interested in it. I've seen artists, musicians, graphic designers, game designers, of course, being interested in gamification. About business too. A lot of people that work for businesses, but
Yes,
they want
because
to.
it can be very useful to
Yeah.
businesses.
People in businesses that are creative are really driven into gamification. They really like it, and they try to design projects and run them.
So, half creative and half business. What's your path from the beginning to gamification? What have you been doing? I mean,
Okay.
yes.
Um, we started working with Pete on it was a gamified learning system for managers. It's called the Manager's Path. I designed the product. It's a mobile application to help managers manage their teams better. Team building, communication between teams, people development, stuff like that. It's their goal of this tool. So we started with this product, and then I worked on other consulting projects for Gamification Plus, like websites, gamification for websites, or other products that people wanted to add some gamification to. Then I started speaking about gamification, which is something I really enjoy, and I run training as well. I have my own strategy workshop. That's what I did in Rome now. I used Lego to present my strategy framework. So that's how we kind of evolved from the manager's path to speaking and training and consulting along the way.
What's the question people ask more often about gamification when they hear about it for the first time?
What does it mean? What is gamification? That's the question I get usually.
So, what's gamification for you?
Okay.
Because we all know about definitions.
Yes, we know about the definitions, so I'm not gonna go over them. I think gamification is a way to design or redesign processes. So let's say, for example, you want to improve something in your company. You have a problem, let's say, team building, and you want to improve team building in your company, which makes a lot of sense.
Well, yes.
So using gamification to do that, you use it as a design process. You think about team building in a whole other way, through games, and what works and doesn't work in games in terms of team building. So you kind of get inspired from games and game-like situations. Maybe play, children play all the time, role-playing.
Yes.
Maybe a big inspiration, for example, for team building. So you kind of draw inspiration from games and you try to design from the start, the project from start to finish. Okay, so gamification is a way to design and redesign something. It's a kind of a lens, You look through
Yeah.
the lens of gamification at your company, your processes, or maybe something new. Maybe it can be a new service, a new product, and you want to add gamification to it. But I think it's a way to look at how you can design something and make it, more engaging for people.
Okay, so you said you and Pete Jenkins are creating a database about the state of gamification all over the world. What's the state of gamification? Like, not in every country, but
Yeah.
all over the world.
The idea is to create kind of a small database with interviews from people that do research on gamification and that people that run projects, so they are practitioners.
Is it possible that a gamification project could help families to be more united? Is
Yeah.
it?
Yes, of course. I mean, families do gamification all the time, I think. Especially families that have young children, or they are quite a large family and they play games when they meet, like every Christmas or, on a
Yes.
holiday or something. Games are a great way for people to communicate. Even if they have completely different ideas, they can play games together, and it's a great way
Yes.
to build a team.
we
Have
practice-
fun,
Yes.
families need to have fun, need to have a good
Fun
time.
is the key.
Yeah, I think they need to have a good time.
Question from my followers. Is it gamification supposed to spread awareness about taboo topics like immigrants or depression? You told us about that game about
Yeah.
depression, and
Or you said
yes,
transgender people.
topics like that.
Yeah, it's very interesting because the answer is yes, definitely. The game I mentioned earlier, it's called the Depression Quest. So I've played it. It's a great game. You should all try it. So the aim of the game is to give you an idea on how a person that has a chronic depression feels. So it's a text-based game online. You play for free. You kind of get different options on what to do in different situations, and it really makes you, step into the shoes of somebody that has depression. So it's a really great way to understand how a person with chronic depression feels. From Vasilis Gkogkidis.
And Silver Costa. Hello. Bye.
Bye.